Branding! Branding means a lot as an artist, and assuming you watch art content, you can probably answer these questions pretty well. Can you tell me who this is? Alright, how about this? Okay, let's make this harder. This person? And level 100, who's this? So if you got at least one of these, you can probably agree that these artists have some amazing branding. You can attribute simple designs or characteristics to their brand and immediately recognize them. When you think about lifeofliii though, you might think about my OCs, one of my Sona iterations, or this specific video. But where's the consistency, and why isn't it as clear and simple as those other cool guys? So today, we're doing a mini rebranding. Starting off with my Sona. My Sona is quite unmemorable. I've got the locks, the glasses, the jacket, the shorts, and that's it. But what even makes a Sona memorable? Well, having a simple and clear silhouette can make a Sona go from 0 to 100. Ringo does this amazingly with the Apple-like iteration of their Sona. These are some strong shapes, easily recognizable and easy to remember. With my locks, I always kind of had these two ends to be representative of some sort of shape. But now, taking inspo from others, I can make that shape way more prominent. I kind of look like the Discord logo now. That's okay, I don't touch grass anyways. Generally, I don't draw out the lore aspects of my Sona, like being a Goblin Queen, so we need a makeover. When I think of queen, I think of crowns, jewels, and those royal capes, but I can't see myself being too pompous, so I'm modernizing things a bit. For one, I'm not much of a headgear person, and I hear crowns are heavy. I'm much more likely to wear earrings and necklaces. Simple, cute, and gets the point across. And I can sprinkle in the typical Goblin signature. In addition, a red cape is cool, but let's tone it down a bit. My mom recently got me this super cool jacket that reminds me a little bit of a cape, so it's basically fate to mix these two things together. Oh yeah, we're looking very queen-like now. Fun fact, during like 2019 to 2020, I owned a gacha edit Instagram account called It's Queenie. Some things never change. So we've got the royal look down to my liking, but what about the Goblin part? Well, all Goblins have horns, so there's that, but I decided to add a tail, and I thought it'd be cool if it was more ribbon-like as well. And some smaller details such as fangs, baggy cargo pants with belt bling, fingerless gloves, and claws with darker fingertips. And with the addition of these new accessories, we can play around with the silhouette even more, making that fluff around the jacket an even more fluffier focal point and giving the cargo pants a ruffled bottom. Now that's a much better silhouette. Shape is typically stronger and more simple designs, so making my Sona a chibi gives me a chance to see why I might want to tweak. Da-na-na! Who's that Pokemon? It's Lee! Okay, that cutaway was really bad, sorry guys. Last, some color. Ha, much better. Anyways, all my budget went into that clip, so on to the next part. Taking a peek at my channel, I don't have a theme. It's unfortunate, but it's pretty chaotic here, and it's hard to find any sort of harmony. So let's look at some other art tubers. Taking a look at Ikianic7's channel, this is collective chaos, a variety of hues and themes, but elements such as font, stylistic choice, and color play a big role in keeping things in harmony. Taking a look at Zarya's channel, harmony is distinct, prominent color, prominent character, and prominent stylistic choice. Now I know I've mentioned colors in these two, but Yulane and King Sada both utilize the absence of color in their Sonas against colorful backgrounds. And although the colors vary, this choice is intentional and makes for some recognizable posts. In contrast, this creator, whose name I refuse to butcher, uses a strong color palette as their main point. When they post, you know they posted. Taking that all into consideration, what can I do? Well, for starters, let's get an organized color for my channel. Lee fact number 67, my favorite color is orange. I love orange candies, popsicles, and sodas. So what better color to sprinkle on my channel? I kinda went with a Play-Doh-ish colored orange, not too saturated like Darwin and not too unsaturated like dirt. Next, I wanted something stylistic to use as mine. I'm not one for full borders around a picture, but I've always thought letterboxing gave anything a cinematic feel. I also love bordering characters or things in the foreground with applicable colors. Oh yeah, and as the Goblin Queen, how could we forget to let the Goblin signature get tossed around? Now what font screams Lee? After some searching, I found this one. Very classy, very demure, but most importantly, very readable. Alright, we're almost done, but what type of theme are we even going for? This is definitely one of the hardest parts. I'm really bad at aesthetics, but after some thinking, I got some good ideas. I don't always get to, but I really like mixed media, so randomly incorporating paper and cardboard is gonna be like the aesthetic accent. I also like halftones and digital textures. Now we just need to make it mix well. Concept-wise, we're actually looking pretty well off. Now all we need is to work on a matching PFP and banner. Maybe I'm crazy, but making a PFP is like top 10 hardest things to do. Here are all my old PFPs for some context. Ooh, we're looking a little rough, but I stuck to the traditional Sona with my teeth stuck out as a template. Then I spent a long time playing around with how I wanted everything to look. I thought things looked pretty well off, so I jumped right into the banner. All of my banners have notoriously been questionable, even my current one, but I had a sketch I really liked, so I refined that. And honestly, looking at my PFP and banner alone, this isn't so bad, it's matching. And then I take these assets to my other socials and mix it up a little bit. Slap these on like with twang, kablooey, and pow. Now that I've done it, let's interview some art tubers. Hello and welcome to Interviews with Lee. I'm your host Lee, and today we'll be interviewing some art tubers, asking them how they went about redesigning and rebranding. Our first guest is... Hi Zombie!
Why hello there, Lee.
So from our sources, we've heard that you dropped an amazing rebrand video and did a full 180. So Zombie, why'd you make the change?
Honestly, I made that change because I felt like Baranova really did not speak to me in a way where I wanted it to. I thought it was cool at the moment, but then I searched it up on like different platforms and saw different results, and I don't think that speaks to who I am. And honestly, there wasn't really an identity to Baranova. It just sounded cool to me.
Honestly, that's completely understandable. Do you have any positive experiences you'd like to share from rebranding?
Some positives that I can definitely say is I have a more visual identity. I can definitely have a brand because it's not just zombie. In my handle, it's actually zombie barcode, and there's so much things that I can add with that. So that's really one big positive. I guess other than that, it's just like I have more division compared to most other creators where I actually have something that I can latch onto in a vibe or like aesthetic. So yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that. Now for the question we're all dying to hear. Are you gonna eat any of us?
I mean, I don't eat any vegetables anyway, so honestly, I'm not gonna say anything. I mean, of course, if you taste really good, then you better be scared. You better be scared. I might eat you. I might eat you. But it's okay, I don't bite. I don't bite.
What an answer. Well, thank you so much for your time, Zombie. I know you're a very busy individual, so we'll catch you next time.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Lee, I can't wait to see this flourish, and you're gonna be great. See ya! See ya! Bye!
Our next featured guest is Pistachiomi!
Hi, Pookie Lee.
Hi, Pistachiomi! From our sources, we've heard that you're exploring Sona redesigns. Oh, and I'm getting feedback that we have live footage of you stating you want to be an egg?
Dude, I want to be an egg.
Can you tell us why you explored being an egg?
Goal. Okay, so this is kind of hard to explain, but have you ever like gone to a store and saw like a really cute t-shirt and you already have too many of them, so you're just like, oh, I won't get that one. I already have a few t-shirts that look similar. I should save my money. And then you go home and it's time for bed, and then the second you put your head on that pillow, your eyes just shoot open and you're like, I should have got that goddamn t-shirt. It's like that nagging feeling of like, what if I got that t-shirt? What if I changed my persona? And because I didn't want to do a complete rebrand just in case I didn't even like the egg concept, I just decided to do one video and get the egg concept out of my system.
You know, I can't argue that. That makes sense. So, did you have any other designs before an egg?
Before my current persona, I had so many personas. I mean, at one point I was a computer virus, and then I was a casino dealer. And of course, you know I had to have the obligatory cat girl persona. I mean, like, are you really a member of the internet if you haven't had a cat girl persona?
Oh, that's so cool. Now we've got to ask the question that all of us are wondering. If you went through with your egg design, would you still eat eggs?
Yes! Good lord, yes! Nothing could ever stop me from eating eggs. Zeus himself could smite me down, and I would still come up from the grave with a frying pan in one hand, a spatula in the other, and use the same lightning bolt to cook my eggs. Nothing would ever stop me from eating eggs.
Wow, well, you're passionate. Thank you so much, Pistachiomi, for your time. We're hoping to see you soon.
Thank you for having me. Bye!
Next up, we have... Hi, Hi, Kian.
Oh my gosh, Lee, thank you so much for having me. This is such an honor. I'm so excited. It's like I'm on TV or something. Hey mom, it's me. It's Kiki, I'm on TV.
So recently, we heard that you went from human to cat. Can you tell us why you made the switch?
Well, you know, humans suck. No offense to you, Lee. So I decided to ascend to a higher plane of existence, which is being a car. In all seriousness, I just had troubles drawing my Sona, and the thing is I have to draw it like all the time. I upload videos very often and I have to do the thumbnails. So the Sona has to be like enjoyable for me to draw, and it stopped being that, so like I knew I had to change it. When you look at the Sona itself, it's really like not that complicated. The design is very simple. I am not really a talented character designer, so don't come at me. But yeah, like it is a skill issue in my part. So instead of improving and having better skills in drawing, why not just change the whole Sona, That's my solution.
Oh, okay. I get that. Was it hard to make the change though?
Well, I wouldn't say that it's hard, but it's definitely like not easy either because it is such a big change. And I had to take into consideration my viewers, my divas' reaction as well. Some of them said that they would miss the old Sona, but overall they were very like accepting and welcoming of the change. And I'm very happy that we could like move forward going on. It sounds like I'm in a controversy or something. It's really not a big deal, but it is what it is. I live for the drama.
Oh, I see. Okay. Are there any positives that you'd like to share with the audience about rebranding?
Weirdly enough, I feel like I am able to express myself better as a cat compared to the human Sona, which I literally designed the face of the human Sona to be as close to my face in real life. So it is a bit weird that I feel more me as a cat. So I guess I am a cat in another life, I don't know. Also, I got a lot of comments saying how cute the cat Sona is, so it's always nice to read those kind of comments. I also got a lot of furry allegations, but we're not gonna get into that.
Nice. Okay, now for the question that we're all wondering. How does it feel to be a cat?
It is totally awesome. Like, I just have to sleep all day and wait for my human to feed me. And when he's late to feed me, for just 1 second, I would meow and meow to complain. And when he's free and wants to play with me, I would not engage and be very disinterested. But when he's busy and has a lot of work to do, I would go up to him and be very clingy and demand attention. I'm literally describing my cat, who's literally sitting next to me as I'm recording this.
Well, thank you so much, Kian. It was amazing having you, and we will see you so soon. Bye!
No, thank you so much to you for having me. I hope I said something insightful and not just yap about nothing. Toodles!
Next up, we have... Hi, Firebug!
Hi, Lee.
I've heard that allegedly you're exploring a rebrand for your channel. Can you tell us why you're doing that?
Yeah, of course. One reason is, of course, having a brand makes you more recognizable, people remember you better. But for me, the main reason I wanted to have a more set in stone brand or just aesthetic or creative identity is to make the video making process a lot easier. Right now, if you look at my channel, it's very different every time and there's a big gap between each video. And that's because every time I make a video, it's like I'm reinventing the wheel over and over and over again. So to me, having a set font, color scheme, or just a set theme makes it a lot easier to make videos because I don't need to find the right color for every background. I'll have one or a few that I like using over and over again, and it'll help me make a more uniform look for my channel. I think that's really nice and clean and cool.
Aw, twinsies! Have there been any challenges while working on the rebrand?
Yes, actually. One is that I want to keep iGirl as my Sona, of course. The only thing is, iGirl is very random. She doesn't have any type of lore or setting that she lives in, really. iGirl is just an eyeball person who is made out of tubes, like optic nerve veins, vessel, I don't know. And she's just like pretending to be human, But I don't know where she would exist. I don't know where she would live. And that's kind of where I was having a lot of trouble because I had no idea where she was. But I was like, is she an alien? Is she an eyeball of a bigger creature that like escaped? That's not foreshadowing or anything.
Oh, okay. Are there any positive experiences that you can share with the audience that you've had with rebranding?
Well, why yes. A big positive for me was how much I was able to experiment all the time. I learned a lot about DaVinci. I'm currently learning Blender and all of this just so that I could have a better looking channel, you know? All of the things that I'm forcing myself to learn is making me a better artist. I'm learning about color palettes, about editing, about drawing, about animation, everything. And all of this because of my YouTube channel, which I'm just making my personal project.
Oh, that's great. Now, I think I can speak for the entire audience when I say this, but are you good at staring contests?
What, that's some type of joke or something? Oh yeah, I'm the eye person and I'm good at staring. I don't have any eyelids. How am I supposed to? No, I'm gonna get out of here, bye.
Oh. Well, thank you so much, Firebug, for all the insight. We can't wait to see what you cook up. Last but not least, we have TJ.
Hi, Lee. It's so nice to see you. What's going on?
From our inside sources, we're hearing that you're planning a Sona redesign. Can you tell us about why you're doing that?
Oh, yeah. Well, when I designed my current Sona, I didn't have much of a plan for how I wanted to present myself, and I winged the design mostly on vibes. It's cute, but it felt very generic and it didn't accurately reflect my personality or the direction I wanted for my channel and my art. I want to tell stories, make people feel things, and I want to spread some mischief. Plus, I've always leaned towards more medieval adjacent fantasy settings, and to be honest, my current Sona doesn't reflect that at all. After a lot of sketches and ideas I was unhappy with, I finally settled on a design. A storyteller bard. Clown. The clown attire stays on. They're a mishmash of a jester and a careto, which are these masked characters that take to the streets during Carnaval to play pranks and commit misdeeds. They're a beloved Portuguese tradition that I adored growing up, and I used them as inspiration for character designs and other projects in the past. It felt fitting to incorporate them into my new Sona's design. They're basically representations of mischief and mayhem, as well as a small nod to my country, but I also honestly just think they look really cool.
Oh, I love that! Is there anything that you're super excited about with this new Sona design?
I'm looking forward to playing around with props more. I've got plans for several drawing utensils, and since it's a vaguely fantasy theme, I can go ham with details and drama. Oh, and different masks. A mask won't be part of the base design, but I want to have them as fun little add-ons.
Ooh, that sounds so cool! Is there any positive experiences that you can share with the audience about redesigning your Sona?
It seems obvious, but asking myself, what do I want out of this design? What message am I trying to convey? Was really helpful when trying to decide what direction to take things. It took me a while, and I ended up scrapping a completely different design in the process, though in hindsight it was for the best because it was genuinely giving haunted doll vibes. But I'm really happy with what I came up with, and I'm glad that I stuck it out.
Aw, yay! I'm glad to hear that. And lastly, since you're a clown, do you think you can make the audience laugh?
I once had a flatmate so obsessed with grilled cheese sandwiches that she'd make them in bulk and store them in the kitchen drawers for days. I'm not a clown that jokes, I'm a clown that trauma dumps.
Thank you so much, TJ. Great having you, and I will see you later. Bye. Thank you so much for watching to the end. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, join the Goblin Army, and if you didn't, then go watch my second most recent video. You might like that one. Thank you so much, Zombie Barcode, Pistachiomi, Ikianic, Firebug, and Clowndraws. Check out those cool guys. They need some more recognition. Bye for now, and have an amazing day.